Hi, families. Hey, although none of us know what this coming year will bring, we're moving forward with plans for ALIYAH to resume primarily online for this fall until we know it's safe for us to return to our usual classroom learning environment as a whole community. We hope and expect to transition back to classrooms at some point this coming year. Until then, we have a robust and creative learning program for our K through 12th grades. All right, let's start with an overview of what we're going to offer for our grades K through 6. First, we'll have Judaics that will be separated by grade level, held on Zoom. We'll have our Chugim, the electives, music and art, that will be combined with the Judaics. Now for Hebrew, we're going to have two options. You can either do small group learning on Zoom with your Hebrew teacher, or if you prefer, you can have individual in-person tutoring at CNS one-on-one. Now, our Hebrew teachers currently are going to be moving up a grade with the students whenever possible, so that way they'll have already known your students from in person from this last learning year. And then this year, we're going to add an online component that's going to be compatible with our Hebrew curriculum. And we're going to add tefillah and text study one night a week with Mel and Rabbi Posit. We're going to still keep elements of our creative family and holiday programs such as Hanukkah. And we're going to open our year with a tailgate party for you to meet your teachers and pick up your students' learning materials. All right, let's look a little more in depth on the K through 6 Judaics program. The Judaics program, again, are going to be taught through Zoom. Each grade has a particular focus for Judaics, which you can actually view online by clicking our curriculum core. We'll send you the link for that. Again, our music and our art program are going to be combined with that Judaics time, so you won't have to click a separate link or go to a separate time. The Judaics class is going to last 1 full hour, so that's going to include some social time, some chug time, and it's going to be mainly falling on Sunday mornings between that 9 and noon slot. Not every grade will be at the same time because of the availability of our teachers and the limits of our Zoom capacity, but you will be scheduled sometime in that regular Sunday time between 9 and noon. And then our Judaics teachers will also include a forum for children to reflect and get credit for how that they had their lived Jewish experience in home and in community. So if they light candles or they do a special blessing at bedtime, they're going to get credit for that. This forum is going to be a time of social interaction for the kids to meet with each other. For an in-depth look at our Hebrew program, our kids in grades K through 5 are going to meet every week, once a week, in small groups. They're going to have 4 to 6 students in each of these groups, and they're going to meet for 45 minutes on a class by Zoom. Most of the Hebrew teachers, again, will be moving up with their students, so hopefully they'll already have an idea of your child's learning styles and skills. And so they will design these smaller groups based on similar Hebrew levels and learning styles. We'll also have this new online component of curriculum and games and things that you can do online in between the sessions. So through Behrman House, they'll be able to log in, they'll play some games on the app, do some Hebrew learning, maybe some flashcards, get a chance to practice their tefillah, and that's all going to be up to you to add into your schedule as you have available time. And for students who need individual attention, and or if maybe that learning online is just too much, we're going to offer this one-on-one Hebrew tutoring at Neve Shalom so that your student can meet with a dedicated tutor and not have to do the small group learning online. And finally, our 6th graders are going to be learning the Torah service with Mora Vicky in individualized sessions. Well, what tefillah will look like for grades K through 6. Our students are going to learn their tefillah curriculum with their Hebrew teachers during the course of the year. And then we're going to add this new weekly Ma'ariv, or evening service, that's going to be led by Mel and Rabbi Posen. And that's going to let your students and families practice together, leading and singing the prayers. The Ma'ariv service will include an optional text study for our youth who want to wrestle with the words of our sages from Torah and Talmud. Children and families are welcome to attend Kiddush Club on Shabbat mornings and Daily Morning Minyan, and our community's weekly Shabbat or downstairs Minyan and B'nai Mitzvah services. What about our holiday and family programs? Well, some of our favorite moments of the ALIYAH year are our family programs and holidays. We are designing meaningful ways to celebrate holidays with the important ritual moments of the year with our families. Some may be online and others in safe, physically distanced programming on site or even in our own neighborhoods. Beginning with Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, stay tuned for creative family programming online and in person, led by Mel, teachers, and clergy. Let's talk about the beginning of our year. To begin the year, every family will be invited to join us for a tailgate party in the CNS parking lot for your child's grade. Every family will park a safe distance from other cars, roll down the windows, or open the door of the trunk and meet our teachers, sing a few songs, receive a goodie bag of curriculum and supplies to begin the year, and kick off the year with Ruach, spirit. You should know that ALIYAH tuition alone does not cover the cost of our education program. We understand that you contribute to CNS in other ways, and so therefore Neve Shalom in turn offsets the operating costs of ALIYAH. Our ALIYAH tuition this year is slightly less than last year's early bird prices in most cases, and as always, financial aid is available. We don't believe it makes sense to register for a 1-day or 2-day program this year. Instead, we just have one tuition price per grade, and you're welcome to take advantage of as few or as many offerings as you wish. We also do not have an early bird window this year. Families are requested to register by August 15 so that we can plan for your child or children. After August 15, an additional $75 will be assessed per child registered to cover extra administrative costs for late registration. Here's a look at our tuition schedule for this year. Grades K through 2 for the whole program, if enrolled by August 15, is only $975. For grades 3 through 6, it's $1,175 for the entire year. We do offer a PJA discount for students who are enrolled at Portland Jewish Academy, and so the cost is whatever tuition it is, whether grades K through 2 or grades 3 through 6, minus $150 discount per child. For Tichon, our Wednesday night program for grades 7 through 12, the entire year is $895 if registered by August 15th. And then we have the same B'nai Mitzvah fee that gets assessed in grades 5 and 6 to cover that B'nai Mitzvah tutoring that one calendar year prior to your child's bar mitzvah. And we collect $700 each year for that in grades 5 and 6. And then again, for registration after August 15th, it's an additional $75 fee per child. A note about safety and our in-person programs. All CNS programs and procedures for the coming year have been and will continue to be evaluated by the CNS Reopening Task Force and the CNS Board of Directors. ALIYAH and Tichon programs will follow all the safety guidelines as set out by these bodies, as well as by the state of Oregon, including wearing masks, maintaining safe distancing, keeping strict rules for hygiene, and limiting numbers of students per room. Therefore, all in-person programs will have a Zoom in option for any student who is unable or uncomfortable joining for health or safety reasons. A full description of safety guidelines for any student attending an in-person gathering will be provided at the beginning of the school year. We can't wait to see you this fall. We hope you'll join us. Be in touch with any questions. Bye-bye.